Check out an awesome training session with Lauryn Jean-Baptiste. She is currently a WTA tennis professional. We started warming up in the boxes just to get a feel for the ball and warm up our body while having a light little chat for the session ahead. I find that when you warm up in the boxes, you're able to align your feet correctly as well as with your racket to contact. This is a great time to stay calm and relax, just fully preparing yourself for the session ahead. And then I also added in a few little things for variety, such as some slice shots, so that Lauryn had to get used to adding that little bit more bite and spin, digging the ball up when it's a little bit lower. Always like to start off sessions in the boxes for a good 3 to 5 minutes to really get the body warmed up. We then added a few volleys in as well. This is great for your reaction time as well as improving the quickness of your hands. As you can see, we moved from left to right in each of the boxes as well. And this was a great way to get the feet moving as well as the positioning of your body. Also find when volleying, you don't actually think, you just do. So this is a great way to also train your volleys while warming up and keeping a nice calm mindset. Here is one of my favorite games. So what you have to do is you can hit the ball as hard as you like, but it can only land inside one service box. You can do slices, volleys, lobs, you name it. Whatever happens in the boxes, you can try to mix it up. A great plan when playing in the boxes is making sure that you go forwards to the net, try to take time away from your opponents. I also like mixing in a few slices as well. As you can see, when I came to the net, I looked to try to take charge with a little bit of few volleys before trying to push and rush Lauryn. Here as well, we worked on a little bit of slices. As you can see, I tried to chip and charge and coming to the net, drawing a nice little error there. We also had a little bit of fun, laughing a little bit as well, and this was a great way to start the session and get you in the mood for an intense session ahead. I do enjoy exercises in the boxes as well, as it brings that little element of competitiveness. This is also a points play session, so it's a great way to get the mood started for the good session ahead. As you can see in this particular point, I rose the ball up a little bit too high, therefore Lauryn was able to put the ball away. After doing a few little fun games in the boxes, we then moved back to the baseline where we started the main themes of the session. When going back to the baseline, we made sure that our body was behind the ball so that your weight is able to be transferred towards and through your shots. This is very effective when you are trading, because if your body is not in line with the back of the ball, it's going to be much harder when striking that effortless power on your shots. I do enjoy also playing with a little bit more margin when starting. This gives you a little bit more time, as well as making sure that you're getting the right footing and length of your shots, especially in the warm-up. It's very key that you don't try to rush yourself. You're always trying to go slow and progressive, then gradually build up in speed over time. We also did a few cross courts as well, but I didn't record that, unfortunately. So here's a little bit more of us trading from the baseline. As you can see, we're bringing up the intensity a little bit more, ready for some return of serves. When starting off the return of serves, I choose to go with the second serve just to give Lauryn a little bit more time before she accelerates on her ball. As you can see, she looks to step in to try to take advantage of a slower second serve, especially if it kicks up with topspin or if it's a slower slice serve which goes through the air a little bit slower. And as you can see here is a nice little point from myself. But one thing to notice is that, as you can see, Lauryn is sitting deep down the middle. She's mitigating any chance for me to go for any angles, so therefore going deep down the middle is a great option. There was also a nice selection of points by Lauryn, and as you can see, a lot of the tennis played was from the baseline. There was some times where Lauryn may choose to come into the net as well. I may have a few clips of that, but as you can see, a lot of the rallies were trying to dictate from the baseline, trying to move me around to try to take time away from me when moving forwards, as well as taking advantage of that slower second serve line, which sometimes came in handy. But as you can see, if she was able to get the ball a little bit deeper, then it dropped me in my court position. I think for anyone looking to take charge and dictate from the return of the second serve, it's also good to look to see when your opponent stretches wide. If they take their hand off the racket, or if their strings are pointing upwards, it's a good chance for you to step in to take advantage and move forwards to the net. This takes away time as well as reduces the length of the point. So instead of going for a long rally, hopefully you can try to shorten it, as you can see here from Lauryn. We then also went into some trading cross court as one of Lauryn's friends came along to join, and we just did a little bit of max points play as well. I enjoy spectating from behind the player when watching matches or watching people train. I find that you're able to feel like you're actually in the moment of competing and playing. You also get to hear about how they're breathing as well as what they're thinking, if they're talking positively or negatively, so you're able to help to autocorrect those different things as well when they're going on and playing some points. So this is a great chance to get a little bit more involved and also see it from the perspective of the actual player. We then finished off the session with some points play, and as you can see, there are some great points here, and it was a lot of high intense movement as well as focusing on trying to do the basics very well. That is the big theme of what we're trying to focus on here. A few common things that you can take from when Lauryn is training or playing matches is that she stays very low with a wide base. She's always light on the toes as well, and she's making sure that she's accelerating through the ball. She's never trying to push the ball. This is great for when you're trying to compete at a high level as well as trust in your own game. Please let me know if you like these training videos and if you would like to see more of them. And as always, it really helps my channel if you were to subscribe, like and comment as well. And stay tuned for more tennis videos to come.